Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy David, back with another video, man, and welcome to the beginner series of 2026. That's right, today we're gonna be teaching you how to work out chest in 2026. We ain't gonna do a lot of talking, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. So right over here, we're gonna do some incline dumbbell bench. That's gonna be our first movement for the day. Let's get to it. So for me personally, I like to put the bench at about a 45-degree angle. You could do 30 degrees. That's gonna be a lot more tension on your upper chest and a lot more tension on your shoulders. It depends on how you wanna go for the day, but I think 45 degrees is a perfect angle. Now, I didn't show y'all the whole warm-up process. At the end of the day, you should know how to warm up, do whatever you gotta do to warm up your shoulders, your triceps, all that, so you can get busy once you get over here. Now, I'm gonna do a quick warm-up set. This is not a working set. This is just warming up to a good, comfortable weight. We're gonna be doing about 8 to 10 reps for our top sets, and let's get to it. Make sure you're going slow and under control and you're squeezing at the top. Since you're doing dumbbells, you want to make sure that you're trying to bring your hands closer together. Don't stay out wide like this. Try and bring them close together. That's the benefit of being able to do free weight. I ain't going too crazy. We're just warming up. We're going to take like a 30-second breather and then we're going to get back to it. Now, the reason I prefer incline dumbbell bench over like incline bench, a lot of times, especially because it's the beginning of the year, those incline benches are going to be taken. So 9 times out of 10, a lot of people aren't really doing incline dumbbell bench, which in my opinion is better than barbell bench. You're often going to find open benches to be able to do this. Nice and easy, man, nice and easy. Now that felt good, so I think the next set we're gonna do is gonna be hundreds, and that's gonna be our first working set. Now, what do I mean by first working set? What I mean by that is that this is the first set that actually counts. So whenever you're getting a workout program and it says 3 or 4 sets, this is one of those sets that count. Not the sets that I did with 60s and 80s. That's just warm up. Especially because this is the first exercise. You know, you want to warm up into the movement, especially on chest days when you're doing different degrees of angles. So if you're doing incline versus flat versus decline, you just want to warm up in that motion, warm up your shoulders. When it comes to the rep range that is prescribed, today we're doing 8 to 10 reps. I want you getting those 10 reps, especially on the first set. You want to stay within that range of 8 to 10. If 10 is too easy, you need to go up. If 8 is hard, like if it's hard for you to even get 8, you need to lower the weight. So we're going to test out how this goes. This is lightweight, baby. Now you got to be honest with yourself. Was that hard? Was that too easy? This is where you can't lie to yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and you know how that felt. For me personally, those hundreds, I got the 10 reps. Yeah, it got kind of difficult to the end, but I think I can keep going up. So we're gonna do the 110s for our second working set. Take your time sometimes before you get into the set. You ain't gotta be in a rush. Get your mind right. That's the best thing to do. Get your mind right before you jump into it. If you ain't right in your mind, the set is dead. Now you didn't waste the energy and you didn't waste the set. Get your breathing under control and everything. Let that music hit, you know, the right beat, you know, like wait till the beat drop and all that. You know how it go. Come on, man, let's get it. Come on now. That's where we want to be at. That right there was perfect, man. That right there was a perfect set. We're gonna do that one more time, and then we're gonna move on to the next exercise. You ain't gotta make working out complicated, bro. Do what you gotta do, make the most out of every set, and then move on. You ain't gotta be over here doing, 6, 7, 8 sets. Unless you want to. I ain't gonna lie, I have my days when I wanna, this might be the main movement for the day, and I wanna do that, but when you're just trying to get an efficient workout in, get multiple exercises and sets in, just keep going, keep it efficient. Yes, sir. Some of y'all might be using a spot when it comes to this. Now, even if you're using a spotter, you still want to be trying to get those 8 to 10 reps yourself. And it's okay to get a couple of reps after that using your spotter. Those force reps are great for growth, and we're going to talk about that in future videos. But for the most part, when it comes to this, 3 working sets of 8 to 10 reps, those 8 to 10 reps, that's all you. Which means right now, these 8 to 10 reps is mine. Let's get it. Fun fact, I also don't count that. That don't count. This counts as one. One more now. Get up. That's how you work. All right, next up, we're gonna do another pretty much staple when it comes to your chest workouts. You always wanna do the pec deck. And the pec deck, I'll say it's a staple because pretty much every gym is gonna have a pec deck machine, or honestly, if your gym don't have a pec deck machine, you might wanna find another gym. But every gym is definitely gonna have a pec deck machine, and this is definitely a staple that you wanna throw in every chest workout. Once you get more advanced, you can switch it up and do other movements, but go on and hop on this exercise and get busy. Now, whenever you're hopping on a machine, it's okay, especially a machine that you're not really familiar with and you don't really know what you're like, how the weight feels for you, it's okay to do some testers. Test out what the weight feels. Right now I got it on 80. This right here, nah, this is too light. So we're gonna go and put some more weight on there. Every machine is different when it comes to this. Some of your older machines, hey, that weight different on the machines. It feels a lot heavier. But even this is 140. It's not that bad. I'm gonna still go up a little bit because our first set is a working set. We're already warmed up, and we're gonna be doing I want you to do about 3 to 4 working sets when it comes to this. Flies are a great way to stretch those chest fibers and pump blood into your chest and get a much fuller chest. So we got it on 160, and we're gonna be shooting for about 12 to 15 reps. And when it comes to these, whenever you're at the top, I want you to push your hands out as far as possible, as far as the machine will let you go. Do what feels right. If it don't feel right, you might want to just do something else. Don't be in a hurry. Make sure you're squeezing at the top. Take advantage of that squeeze. There we go. That's set number 1. I say give yourself about a 45 to about a minute rest and then get back into it. That last set didn't feel too bad, but I think I can go up a little bit, so I'm gonna up the weight just a little bit, and we're gonna do our second working set. This is all what working out is about. It's about progressive overload and putting your muscles under tension and stronger constant tension versus also the type of tension and how much stress you're putting them under. Body doesn't necessarily know how much weight is lifting. It just knows the amount of stress that you're putting it under. So that's why I say whenever it's coming to your working sets and that prescribed rep range, you don't want it to be too easy or too heavy. You know, sometimes too much progressive overload is not exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to build muscle here, and not enough progressive overload will not produce muscle. Also notice how I pull one side at a time. That's gonna help you from not tearing your rotator cuff. Here we go, man. Make sure you keep that chest up. Nice stretch, and then squeeze. Last one. That's a good set right there, man. We're gonna do that one more time, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. Figured I'd switch up the angle for y'all for this last, set. If y'all not new to my channel, y'all already know I like to be cool with the cinematics, getting y'all those angles and whatnot, but this is a different type of vibe. I'm just trying to give y'all the content, give y'all a good, blueprint to what y'all need to be doing to working out y'all chest in 2026. and then I'm gonna send y'all on y'all way. I ain't trying to do too much, you know? That's enough talking, let's get to it. Last set, best set. Stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. Let's do it. All right, y'all, so when it comes to your chest workouts, there's honestly 3 essential types of movements that you wanna have within your workout. That's gonna be a fly movement, a free weight movement, and a machine movement. We're doing a machine movement right here. Your machine movement can either be, pin loaded, where you're having a pin, and basically the pec deck machine we were on was a pin loaded machine, or you have a plate loaded machine, which is this right here, or a plate loading. Also, you wanna make sure you're working your chest from different angles. I prioritize your incline or your upper chest and your middle chest, or like a flat press basically. So you definitely wanna have some type of incline press in there and some type of flat press. You can do decline, but most people's lower chest is not lagging. And honestly, you're gonna get a lot of development from that, from doing your push-ups or from doing, maybe dips and things like that. And honestly, just from overall working your chest the correct way. So you honestly don't have to always have a decline movement. It's good to put it in there for variation, but you don't always need it. But that's enough talking. Let's go on and get into it. We're gonna be doing this flat machine press. It's plate loaded. Let's get into it. Ain't no reason to waste time. We're already warmed up, so we're gonna go ahead and load it. I've done this machine before already, so I already know 3 plates is basically a good working set for my first set. Right here, we're gonna be looking for about, let's say about 8 to 10 reps as well. Another thing, it's also good to switch up the angle of your grip. So you can go from, Superman or supinated to neutral grip. Right here, we're gonna be doing a neutral grip. That's gonna just be really good for getting a different angle and a different contraction on your chest. But at the end of the day, you can always go supinated and be fine. One thing I love about this machine is that as I'm coming up, it brings it in together. It doesn't stay out wide. So if you have a machine like that at your gym, definitely do that one. Come on, man. You gotta work today. Again, don't be in a hurry. Focus on the contraction. Control the weight throughout the whole movement, on the way up and the way down. Good work. We got one more set, bro. Last set, best set, man. The reason I say that is because this is literally your last chance to make the most out of this exercise for the day. So tomorrow's not promised, so make the most of every single rep you're about to do right here. Last set, best set. That's what we want. All right, for the last exercise of the day, honestly, when it comes to your chest workout, this could be another fly movement or this could be another machine movement. For me, I like this horizontal press that they have over here. This is an Arsenal standing horizontal press. I like this machine. There's also a pin loaded machine over there that I like as well. But sometimes if you want to do another fly movement, you can do cable flies. That's another alternative. So basically between those 2 movements for your last exercise of your chest workout. But today, this is what we're doing. Now, I'm not super familiar with this particular machine. They do have this machine at Madhouse, but I don't know how the weight feels with this, so we're gonna test this out a little bit. If it's too light, we're gonna go up. If it's not, if it's just right, we're gonna work with it. Nah, it's too light. Add some weight. Be honest with yourself. That's more like it. Keep that chest up. Be slow and under control. we go. We're shooting for 12 reps on this. Stretch. Hey. Hey. Good work, bro. That was one of them ones. But we got one more set. Y'all already know. Last set, best set. Another thing I want y'all to keep in mind, especially when you're doing, a chest day, you're doing your pressing movements, make sure you're keeping those elbows tucked. That's gonna save your shoulders at the end of the day, man. Especially if you're a beginner. If you're more advanced, you might be able, when you got a little bit more shoulder strength, you might be able to flare your elbows out a little bit more. I've done that, but that's really if you're advanced and you know what you're doing and you're slowing under control and using some good weight. But for the rest of y'all out there, make sure y'all tucking them elbows. Trust me. I'm glad that happened. That was a good example. So I didn't get 12 reps on there. I told y'all we were shooting for 12 reps. Although that was the last set, I knew it was gonna be tough. Since I didn't get that last rep, we owe tax. So I'm gonna give myself about a 5-second count, and then we're gonna get 2 more reps. There we go. And that's how you finish your set. All right, man, there you have it. That is a fully loaded chest workout to get y'all started on the right foot for 2026. I hope y'all enjoyed that workout, man. Let me know down below what y'all want to see from me next. But stay tapped in with me throughout the whole year of 2026. And I promise you by 2027, I'm going to turn y'all into a beast. So stay tapped in. I got more workouts like this coming throughout the channel, throughout the year. But if you're new to the channel, go on, check this playlist out right here that I got for y'all. And that's going to get y'all started. But until next time, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. And y'all, man, stay prayed up. Let's go.